Ναι, καλησπέρα σας και από μένα και από τον Αρίκ. Είναι ιδιαίτερη χαρά μας να είμαστε εδώ πέρα σήμερα μαζί σας και να μπορέσουμε να μιλήσουμε για κάτι διαφορετικό, αλλά αρκετά ενδιαφέρον σε σχέση με ό,τι έχουν ήδη μιλήσει οι προηγούμενοι συνομιλητές και έχει να κάνει με το πώς διαχειριζόμαστε τις εσωτερικές απειλές. Μέχρι σήμερα που γνωρίζουμε και επενδύουμε και οι περισσότερες των επιχειρήσεων επενδύουν στα αντίμετρα και στις λύσεις αυτές οι οποίες θα προστατεύσουν την επιχείρηση και τα περιουσιακά στοιχεία της επιχείρησης από εξωτερικούς κινδύνους ως εκτοπλίστων. Αλλά εάν μπορέσουμε να αναφερθούμε σε κάποιες από τα στατιστικά τα οποία μπορούν να μοιραστώ μαζί σας από οργανισμούς οι οποίοι κάνουν μελέτες και μετρήσεις ανά καιρούς, θα δούμε ότι η εικόνα είναι λίγο διαφορετική. Θα διαπιστώσετε ότι σύμφωνα με την Verizon και το Data Breach Report, το οποίο ανακοινώνει, ότι το 90% των security threats προκαλούνται από ανθρώπους και μάλιστα σύμφωνα με την Forrester, μόλις το 58% αυτών των breaches αφορά εσωτερικά security incidents. Ή από τους ίδιους τους εργαζόμενους του οργανισμού ή από εξωτερικούς συνεργάτες. Και η τελευταία αναφορά της IBM επίσης κάνει μια αναφορά ότι το 55% των απειλών επίσης προέρχονται από ιστορικούς κινδύνους, είτε αυτό αφορά σε χρήστες οι οποίοι έχουν προηγμένα δικαιώματα, είτε αφορά σε εξωτερικούς συνεργάτες, στους οποίους το δίνουμε ένομα το δικαίωμα να έχουν πρόσβαση σε εσωτερικά μας συστήματα. Και θα καταλήξουμε, φαντάζομαι, μετά το τέλος της ομιλίας, ότι τελικά όσα μέτρα να λάβουμε, δεν μπορούμε τελικά να εφαρμόσουμε κανένα patch στους ανθρώπους. Υπάρχει ένα μοτό το οποίο λέγεται γι' αυτό. Όπως θα γνωρίζετε, από τη στιγμή που ένας οργανισμός εμπιστεύεται κάποιον εργαζόμενο, εμπιστεύεται κάποιον μέσα στην επιχείρηση να μπορέσει να κάνει κάποιες εργασίες, θεωρεί ότι έχει εφαρμόσει τα κατάλληλα μέτρα ώστε να προστατεύσει τον εργαζόμενο από τις εξωτερικές απειλές. Το θέμα είναι τι κάνουμε για τον ίδιο τον εργαζόμενο, ο οποίος κακόβουλα ή αν θέλετε όχι κακόβουλα, από αμέλεια πολλές φορές, μπορεί να προκαλέσει σφάλματα στη λειτουργία του οργανισμού. Είτε αυτό αφορά για αλλαγές που μπορούν να γίνουν χωρίς να υπάρχουν οι κατάλληλες εγκρίσεις, είτε αυτό αφορά την κακόβουλη πρόθεση κάποιες φορές. Και υπάρχουν πάρα πολλά παραδείγματα που μπορούμε να αναφερθούμε και από πολλούς οργανισμούς που το πρόβλημα τελικά προερχόταν πάντα εκ των έσω. Και στις περισσότερες αυτών των περιπτώσεων έχει να κάνει με τα προηγούμενα δικαιώματα ή με τα access rights τα οποία τους έχουμε διαθέσει. Το πρόβλημα δεν περιορίζεται μονάχα στους χρήστες εσωτερικά. Υπάρχουν συνεργάτες οι οποίοι συνδέονται στο δίκτυό μας προκειμένου να μπορούν να έχουν πρόσβαση και να μπορούν να μας παρέχουν υποστήριξη. Έχουμε προηγουμένους διαχειριστές, στους οποίους επίσης δίνουμε τα κατάλληλα δικαιώματα ώστε να μπορούν να κάνουν administrative εργασίες. Και η ερώτηση είναι πώς μπορούμε να έχουμε μια τάξη μέσα στο δίκτυό μας και μέσα στο περιβάλλον μας με τους κατάλληλους μηχανισμούς ελέγχου που θα μας δείχνουν πλέον τι πραγματικά συμβαίνει στο περιβάλλον μας. Όπως πάτε σε έναν οργανισμό ή σε μια τράπεζα, μπαίνετε μέσα να πληρώσετε ένα τσεκ ή να εισπράξετε χρήματα και υπάρχουν ένα σύστημα καμερών το οποίο μπορεί και καταγράφει όλες τις κινήσεις τις οποίες έχουν γίνει και κάποιος μπορεί να κάνει rollback στο σύστημα των καμερών για να διαπιστώσει τι έχει γίνει, θα ήταν πραγματικά εξαιρετικό να μπορούσαμε να κάνουμε το ίδιο και στα πληροφορικά μας συστήματα. Να παίξουμε ένα σύστημα μέσω της κάμερας και να μπορούμε να κάνουμε rollback στην κάμερα να δούμε ποιος ήταν τη συγκεκριμένη στιγμή που κάτι συνέβη. Θα αφήσω τον συνάδελφο μου, τον κύριο Arik Kasha, από την εταιρεία ObserveIT, να μας εξηγήσει λίγο περισσότερο για αυτό το θέμα και πώς μπορούμε να διαχειριστούμε αυτές τις απειλές. Arik, the word on you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Lάλος. So BESECURE is our regional distributor around this region, and I can really correlate to the guy from FARA saying he has an amazing job. I think I have a better job than he does, but that's a good argument. In any case, I'm happy to be here. So my name is Arik Kasha, and I'm from ObserveIT. And we are going to discuss actually the real threats coming into your organization, which is internal threats. I mean, the majority of the presentation that you will see here, talking about the bad hacker coming from the outside. But we all know that the majority of the incident and the breaches are all coming from within. So, for example, in here, what you can see, this is a log file. It is extremely difficult to understand from a log file, any log file, what happened in here, right? So what we can do in ObserveIT is basically two things. The first one is we give you a video. From the moment you log in till the moment you log out, everything is on video without any misunderstanding. This is great for forensic. This is also great for troubleshooting. I mean, sometimes when I'm going to meet IT people, I'm talking about troubleshooting. If something bad happened for the server or desktop, you can just take the last recording and learn from it, right? You can see someone changed something, done misconfiguration, and so on. So we started 11 years ago from the recording part. Over the years, we got much more involved into metadata. Metadata is our ability to index everything happening inside. So we can tell you, for example, Mr. Andreas, he went inside here, he logged out, he viewed this file, he modified that file, and he moved out. So everything becomes searchable, everything becomes metadata, and everything could be easily displayed, not only as a video, but also in terms of metadata. That's nice. Okay, so ObserveIT is an American company, but the R&D been done in Israel, not far away. We have more than 1,400 customers till today. Actually, today, we are going to bypass and be 1,500 customers. And the thing is that we are working with most of the biggest enterprises across the world. Most of them are working with us or familiar with ObserveIT. So one of the things that we're doing, we have been giving you full visibility in terms of video, what happened. If you want to see, you can just take the video, find out exactly in the video, exactly whatever you need. If you can see the small bullets in here, everyone inside is representing an incident, something which is against company policy or against your policy, for example. So it's easy to search, it's easy to find, anything becomes metadata, everything becomes searchable, everything could be found with 2 clicks. So if you want to know, for example, if you're working in a bank and someone is looking for Arik Kasha, you just search my name with ObserveIT, and I give you all the people who just view or looked or changed the information related to Arik, related to myself. And you can do that the same with the ID or credit card number, or bank account number, and so on and so on. Sometimes in terms of security guys know that you don't have logs of people of viewing information. You have logs of whatever people are changing. And this could give you a great tool for that. So everything becomes searchable. You can have, with 2 seconds, you can go inside and see the video. You can look into the metadata and see exactly what happened inside. We created a risk dashboard. And in this risk dashboard, we give you a full visibility in a dashboard of the risky users inside the organization. I mean, let's assuming I'm recording everyone, I'm not really interested in terms of security to see everyone what they are doing, right? But whoever bypass the threshold of security become a risky user, and then I can focus. So ObserveIT can flag you all the risky users inside the organization. And many customers asking us, we don't know exactly how to define, let's put in an automating tool. So this is what we have done. We have approximately 200 different rules for different types of aspects in terms of security. So we put the intelligence of security for you inside ObserveIT, okay? And these are different types, like if someone opened a backdoor in Linux, if someone just added a new user to Active Directory, go inside that users and become doing something which is malicious. If any user, for example, installed Tor, there's no reason that the user will install Tor, right? Unless you want to surf into the dark web, for example. So we can have everything pop up, and everything is in real time. So if you're managing ObserveIT, you'll receive an email with a link to a session that right now someone is bypassing what you decided to be a security breach. We can also educate the user itself. This is one of the problems that most of our users are what we call in English negligent, meaning they are not really understand what is security. People are uploading information to Dropbox to work from home, copying my documents, doing a lot of silly stuff. As long as you do training, it's not enough. People are people. So what we came out with is a pop-up for the user itself. If he will choose, it's fully configurable. So if a person, for example, is putting a USB stick, there could be a pop-up saying, I would like to remind you that it is against company policy to save any credential or any information on a USB or upload to Dropbox. Or if you are a person not from finance and trying to copy something from finance department, and so on, because in the end, we index everything, so every action becomes metadata for us, so we can alert the user. You know how it is when you're driving a highway and you see a traffic sign, be careful, speeding camera ahead. What will you do? Most of them will reduce the speed, right? So people behave differently when they know they're being recording. As simple as that. We said that we have education, we have a searching capability, we said that we have the video, that you can drill down and look everything. most of my customers don't use really the video. Video is being used if forensic aspect, if something be needed, because you can go to the ObserveIT, you can click on the plus sign, and it can give you all the metadata in words. For example, Andrεas, be here, modify that, change that, and every word or every metadata got its specific picture. So video is something you got in the background, but it's not really needed. A few questions are popping up many times. What about privacy? What about storage? What about if something being disconnected from the network? So pop up that questions that really used to answer. So for example, if a server being disconnected from the network, because we are agent-based solution, ObserveIT continue to record for 5 hours, and it is fully configurable. When you give a system administrator IT disconnect the network, take the server, do something, connect back, the ObserveIT will continue to record, and then bring all the information back into the system. In terms of...
I think it's okay,
so
you can continue.
You think it will work?
Yes. Good.
Hey, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. I got 3 more minutes
Thank
now.
you.
Okay. Thank you, and sorry for this technical issue. So what we have in here also is our ability to do second authentication. Many times your user have what we call shared account, admin @ support @ helpdesk @ and this shared account, if someone accessing a specific server, you want to know which administrator was the one doing it. Was it Andrεas? Was it someone else? So we have a second authentication pop-up, and we are not changing the topology, we are not changing the way people authenticate, but they will have a pop-up saying, please put your regular user and password, and only then you can proceed. So it's giving a great access control solution. It's even worse when we are talking about Linux Unix, because a programmer or a system administrator, when they're going inside Linux, he can do whatever you like because you go directly into the root. So with Linux, for example, we can tell you first who was the one who logged in, which is very important. The second thing, what is doing inside, and even inside the script. So if a person put a command inside the script, rm, which is remove or delete command, if you put a sudo command to become an administrator of the machine, it will pop up with ObserveIT. And what happened in the background that I'm increasing the risk of that person who was doing that. And of course, a real-time alert could be sent to the manager of ObserveIT, and he can drill down and look at the video in real time. We also have a capability to give you a full analysis who was printing. Also, we have many DLP capabilities. So, for example, if someone print this sensitive file, VIP customer, for example, I can give an alert to the person who was doing so, or I can give internal alert for the manager of ObserveIT and increase the risk of that person. So you can mark folders, you can mark specific files. You can say, give me a report who was printing something more than 20 pages in the past month, or any capabilities that you think about regarding to printing or others, because in the end we're doing metadata. In version 7, coming only in 2 weeks from now, we are coming version 7. For many years, people come to ObserveIT and say, guys, it's like IDS, intrusion detection, that along the years became IPS, intrusion prevention. If you see the sessions, why don't you block it? So in 2 weeks' time, we also have blocking capabilities. So you can build up your own scenarios. If someone put a USB, it could be blocked, it could be alert, it could be many things. If someone trying to upload sensitive information now to Dropbox, it could be, I can log him off remotely, I can shut him down, I can restart his computer, I can just give him notification. So you will have the capability to block actions that you don't like to happen in your company, which is tremendously effective. We have so many different customers, also in Greek, also in Cyprus, that are willing to be references. We are working with all the segments, we are working with many big enterprises. If you go to the website, if you go to youtube.com, you look at ObserveIT, you will see a lot of customers, AIG and many, many others talk about their experience with ObserveIT. Okay, and it's easy to find out. For the past 3 months, we already gained 7 prizes in this year alone, so it's very impressive. So the ObserveIT as a company is existing, as I was saying, for 11 years, but we keep progressing all the time. And these capabilities for us to do enforcement, to do access control, to do blocking, which is coming in 2 weeks, is going to change the whole scenario for us. It's going to be something which is more significant. So, unless you have any specific questions, we are in the booth upstairs. And again, thank you very much for your listening. Thank you.